Okay, what we are working on right now, this is in Schoology for, it says, should have said, um, the file mp4-a.10d, distributing polynomials. So that's what we're gonna work on right now. This follows the notes that are in Schoology. The assignment was a paper copy, and I will send that to you when I send you this video, the link to this video, okay? So, starting to distribute. You have been distributing for quite a while. I think you learned it in 6th grade. We distributed polynomials when we did solving equations. And so this is how we used to do it. Let me edit, hold on. Okay, so how we used to do when we were solving equations was we had 5 parentheses, x plus 4 equals 20. And remember, we took the outside number and we multiplied it by both inside. So we had 5x plus 20 would be the distributing part. So what we are doing now is we are distributing with polynomials. And we're still going to do the same thing. So here I've got 2x. And up here, using algebra tiles, it says I have x plus 4. So you're going to do the same thing. Outside times both inside. X times x is x squared. So I have 2x squared plus 2x times 4. We multiply the coefficient to the constant, and we have 8x. That's the distributive property. This is going to come in handy when we start talking about multiplying polynomials, dividing polynomials, and also factoring. So that's why that's the reason behind the why, okay? Okay, so this is practice. Okay? Oops. So this is the area model. This is going to come in handy on the next lesson that you need to do on multiplying polynomials. This, we call it the box method or the area model. It's one of the new math that kids are learning when they do double digit multiplication, and I'll show you that in the next video. It's the area model because you're finding the area of each rectangle. To find the area of each rectangle, you multiply. Length times width, or base times height. So 6x times negative 3x would be negative 18x squared. And then I do the same thing on the other rectangle. This is still 6x. So we have 6x times negative 4, which is negative 24x. So now I combine like terms. We have negative 18x squared minus 24x. So that's the area model. The distributing model is you're just going to do the outside number times all of the numbers inside. So negative 7 times negative t squared. Negative times a negative is positive. Excuse me. Negative t squared. Negative 7 times negative 7 times 8, negative 56t, negative 7 times negative 2, positive 14. So there's really, no one is going to say you have to do it one way or another. Most kids, though, they kind of choose to do the area model only because that lends itself perfectly for when we multiply. So this one here if I want to do my area model, 5b, 15b, negative 9. I'm going to find the area of the first one, so negative 5b times 15b, negative 75b squared. Negative 5 times negative 9 is 45b, so we have negative 75b squared plus 45b. So number 2, now we are not only distributing, but we're also combining like terms. So to distribute, that's the first thing I do. I'm going to multiply the outside numbers times the inside. So I've got 48h squared plus 28h minus 4, and then I have my plus 3h squared. So I need to add like terms. So we have 51h squared plus 28h minus 4. That's the simplified. And this is the thing. This is nothing you can do with Desmos. This is nothing you can do on with the Inspire. This is just what you have to do by hand. This is one of those things where a calculator isn't going to help you. It's not going to help you combine like terms. So this is something that you need to be able to do by hand. Okay. Okay, so question number 3, and this is a perfect example of the new kind of star test you're going to see. The new kind of star test you're going to see is going to have, and you've seen this on the DCCAs where you have multi-select or drag and drop. This is a perfect example of this kind of a question because it's asking you to circle the names of any students who correctly completed the task. So that means you can't just find one correct answer. It's going to have several. So you have to work them all out to figure out which one, and I will tell you it's more than one. So you have to work out Brock, Esther, Rodrigo, and Wanda. There's no other way to do this. You have to work out each one because it's not asking for there's not a single correct answer. There's actually, this one, I will tell you there's 3. So I will let you figure that out. If you want to email me the name you think it is, great. Okay? So for number 4, we are doing an error analysis. Where did she make her mistake? So the easiest way I can tell you to do it is to work it right to the side. So I have 4k plus 1/2 times 10k minus 4. I distribute just like when we were solving order of operations and just like we were solving multi-step equations with variables on both sides. We distribute first. So I should have 4k plus 5k plus or minus 2. So what she did was she added before she multiplied. You have to distribute first. So the correct answer should have been 9k minus 2. For number 5, just like on number 4, we have to distribute first. 3/4 of 24 is 18. 3/4 of negative 10, or negative 40, I'm sorry, is positive 30. And then I have 5g squared. So now we're going to combine like terms, and this is how one of my classes decided to think about it. The squared terms comes first. So I'm going to put them together first. Those are my 8th graders. And then I have my 7th graders, and then we have our 6th graders. So that is that part. Okay. You know as well as I do that the STAR test is not going to give you just bare naked problems. It's going to give you the word problems, just like you see here. It says the height of Martin's rectangular door is 8, so this is the height. It is 8 more than 3 times the width. This is the width. Area is length times width. So it is 8 plus 3W times W, and you distribute, just like we've done. And the same thing here. Area of a trapezoid is base plus base, so we're combining like terms. Instead of combining like terms at the end, you're combining like terms at the start. So I have 2h plus 2h is 4h. Negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6. Now I'm going to multiply it by the height, which is h, and then I'm going to divide by 2. Distribute. I have 4h squared minus 6h divided by 2. And a nice thing about when we're dividing by 2 is you can break it apart. And you're going to see this when we get into dividing polynomials, which is coming up soon. We have 6h divided by 2, so my answer, 4 divided by 2 is 2. H squared minus 3h. So that will give you the area. And then I will let you simplify number 8. Okay? The assignment for this is, and I will email you the copy of it. It's 1 page. And then you can either print it if you can, or write on it and then email it back. And that's that. So this is distributing polynomials.